we are going to get into this, and I'm actually going to start with Bryce. Bryce, how shocked are you that we got comments based on something that you actually predicted would happen as far as
Mm-hmm.
our commentary on the Brittney Griner situation? So, how shocked are you that it happened?
I was a little surprised because I don't really think people listen to us and take us all that seriously, to be honest with you. So that's a little new for me.
Uh-huh.
We're not that big yet, so I thought that was hilarious. I'm not surprised that someone was upset though, because, like I said, that's out there, and for that guy to get upset meant there's something that touched home for him specifically,
Well,
and that he called you a blackie. Oh my god. I couldn't
Yeah,
believe that shit. I couldn't believe that shit. It's
I could.
disgusting.
I can. I can.
you see his face? This is no fucks given, right? For what anybody says about me. Joshua, I'm going to throw it to you. How shocked were you with some of the feedback that we received?
Not at all. Not at all shocked. I know the internet. Internet is a crazy place, man. They were waiting for that. You say anything political against anybody's views, and they will arm up in digital guns. So it's just the name of the game. That's just the way it goes. You say something that someone else disagrees with. They're gonna hide behind the screen and say whatever they feel they can't say that they couldn't say in public. This is
Right,
the way it
right.
goes, man. I don't. That's not even that offensive. That's not even the worst thing I've heard. Like blackies, like you couldn't come better than that, or the guideline probably kept you in some sort of whatever. I don't know. I felt that was a little uncreative. I felt like they could have came a little bit harder than that, but it is what it is. Yeah.
Mike,
Like it was some
Mike,
old dude.
before I throw it to you, Mike, I want everybody to know Joshua has not had the pleasure to do a podcast with Kevin yet. I begged and pleaded with Kevin to have him on today, but he had a family trip he was going on, so Kevin could not be on. So my first attack dog couldn't help us out today, but I'm about to unleash
Yeah, I remember.
my second attack dog, Michael.
All right.
Let's get into it.
All right. So if anybody noticed that's watching this, I was in there responding to some of these people, right? And I usually try and take a high road with it as much as possible, but I do like to push buttons. And the most ridiculous response that we got was literally right there. And it's the one that we've been talking about. It says, damn, blackies are the most racist people on earth. For one, okay, so in my response, John Doe, if you're going to say something like that, show who you are. Don't hide behind an anonymous fucking name, you pussy. But period. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. If you're gonna say something, own it. Be who you are, right? And that's what I said in there. So I apologize for the language there, but that shit just pisses me off sometimes. But when you've got something like that, it contradicts. It's a contradictive statement. Damn, blackies are the most racist people on earth. Well, for one, you know what? You saying something like that kind of flips that and makes you the racist person. That's what's funny about that type of shit. As far as some of the responses, we had a couple of good ones. Like, I mean, that were decent, but you did see a couple of the ones that were not necessarily called for. It kind of shows that closed mindedness. So the things that Bryce was kind of calling out, it's right there in front of us, and all we did is just present information that we have found. That's all we did. We have nothing to do with the situation. So why does it have to go that far with the needle on either side? That's the funny thing for me when it comes to this. So media pokes the bear. And a lot of times we do it just so we can go ahead and get that response. Like that's the funny thing. No publicity is bad publicity. So hey, say what you're gonna say. You might as well own it, because guess what? We got the view and the response, period, regardless.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
you're
yeah.
helping us out, period. Got a couple subscribers out of there, a couple likes. Show got pushed down a
Exactly.
little bit more, so you didn't do anything but help.
Exactly. So you might as well own who you are. Put your name out there, and you know what? I'll challenge that person, whoever that John Doe is person. Respond to me. Respond to me. Let's have a conversation.
Hey,
Mike, tell him to meet you in Temecula. Remember that?
You can say that.
That's
You
the
say
throwback
that.
right there.
Yeah.
Josh, before we move on real quick, I want you to shout out Doubted Views.
Yes, sir. So, like always, I know this week we're a little bit low, but you can catch me and Mike on Finance Fridays. You can catch the whole crew on Mondays. We got some new stuff coming Wednesday, but Doubted Views, we got pretty much headlines, finance, sometimes sports, entertainment. We pretty much talk it all, man. So you can show up and show out.
I caught you guys live the other day, and I was watching for like 10 minutes or so, and it was like definitely appealing. Like I was sitting there watching it, and I have interest in this shit anyway, and so listening to you guys talk about it, like bring the energy and just the knowledge, it was really good. So yeah, you guys keep that shit going. It was impressive, I thought.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you much.
Thank you. Appreciate you liked it.
All right, so Bryce, we're going to put a cap on this segment. Was there any last thoughts you have on the truth that you dropped last week, and then the responses that we got?
I just think it's funny, like people, people really jump the gun, man. Like if you watch that video, none of us said anything outrageous. We just brought what we thought was happening in like pretty moderate opinion. I thought like pretty like nothing extreme, and then it's just the fact that for some people the politics and the race is so polarizing that they can't help themselves. So I just, like I said, we didn't say anything crazy, and the people that have a problem with it, they seem to be the problem. So people really need to take a look at themselves before they start getting online and commenting.
I also keep in mind that there's internet trolls out there. You know, that could have been a whole goal for that individual, is to, you know, rile something up or whatever it may be. But regardless, like I said, thanks for the view.
Yeah, help the channel.
All right. We had a good week, to say the least. We had a really good week.
It was fun.
Hey, as always, please like, subscribe, and share our content.
Oh, they probably will. They did. They'll probably keep doing it.
Oh, yeah. So we had a Brittney Griner update this week. So I'm going to let Mike and Joshua kind of get into that a little bit. Fellas, what do you think about what we saw as far as Biden offering this package and then Russia countering the package?
Josh, you want to touch that first?
Well, I'm going to say, I said it in Texas this week. I was like, yo, Biden is showing some of these GMs how to get a trade done. But then actually, now that we got the update going, I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. Looks like Russia's trying to – okay, so what I think is going on here, because now they're not going for citizens like regular, like Brittney Griner is an athlete, right? They're not saying, yeah, we want, you know, another citizen that y'all got over there, you know, that's just in the same deal. No, the arms dealer was the first one. And now they want, hold on, wait, I'm going to get this right. So the Russian government requested former colonel from the country's domestic spy agency who was convicted of a murder in Germany, right? Yep. Victor Bout. This is like, so no, that was the arms dealer. I'm sorry.
That was the arms dealer.
Yeah. So they're not asking for citizens. So I feel like Russia is playing off of the whole like bring her home tour, and they're really milking it. Like they're like, oh yeah, your people really want it back. So yeah, give us the spy back. Now they're putting Biden in a position like, whoa, hold on, so now he may be getting finessed out of this thing. I don't know, man. It's looking real bad. It's looking real bad now, because now he's like hard pressed to get her back, and Russia just keeps throwing in extra clauses in the trade. Like, nah, we want so and so. Nah, we want so and so. Yeah, you gotta make that happen. And it's like I said, these are not normal people. These are like spies. These are actually
right. Yeah, I mean, to me, that shows trade value, I guess. I mean, shit. If you need a previous spy, and you need a you know, convicted murderer, weapons dealer, like, come on now, like that's high trade value. Like,
I think Putin asked the Nets how to do trades, and they're like, let's just ask for everything.
Hey, you might as well. You know what? When you have the negotiating power, you might as well use it as much as possible. So good point. Like, I agree. Like, the MLB trade deadline is coming up, right, on August 2nd. Everybody wants to know where Juan Soto's going. That took a backseat because now we want to see, okay, what's happening with Brittney Griner, and is she being traded for two dangerous individuals, right? Although I will tell you this. This is a good opportunity. The side name in this, though, is Paul Whelan. He's been held captive in Russia for quite some time, and this is an opportunity for us to get him back as well. But I can tell you, neither him nor Brittney Griner, I don't think, as far as what they can mean to that trade, means more than Victor Bout and the other individual that was involved. Like, we're kind of like saying, yeah, here's your opportunity to go ahead and just plan an attack with us if you want. You really think that Victor Bout isn't going to want to do anything? Like, we've been holding him captive for a little while here. Like, come on now, guys.
Wow.
Like, this is it could get dangerous. It could get dangerous.
Yeah. Thank you for that update. And Bryce, thank you for the Nets reference. Because it seems like they are holding us hostage for multiple draft picks and everything else, right? So
yeah.